When we were kids, my sisters and I spent every summer at our grandmother's house. Her home stood on the main street of our small town. All funeral processions passed along this road, leading directly to the cemetery. In those days, funerals were always accompanied by music from a funeral orchestra, whose sounds could be heard from afar. My older sister, at the first notes of the procession, would run to the far end of the garden and hide behind the outhouse with her ears plugged. She had a phobia, a strong fear of death. My younger sister and I, however, would go out to watch. We weren't the only ones. Many people came out as if to send off the person on their final journey, and at the same time, learn who had died. The only thing our grandmother forbade us from doing was watching the funeral from the window, saying it would bring bad luck. It was also customary, I'm not sure about now, but it was then, to throw fresh flowers along the path of the funeral procession. One day, after such a procession passed, my younger sister and our cousin, both around 5 years old, collected some of these flowers. They didn't know why such beautiful fresh flowers were scattered on the road and made a bouquet. They brought it home without telling anyone where the flowers were from and put them in a vase. I remember they were peonies. That night, something unimaginably terrifying began. All night long, someone walked around the house. Keep in mind, this was a private, fenced-in house, and no stranger could enter the property without disturbing the dog, which stayed silent, and knocked on the windows and door. None of us slept. Grandmother kept crossing herself, the children cried, and it was extremely frightening. There were no men around except for our grandfather. But Grandma didn't let him go out to check because the dog was silent, indicating potential danger. Besides the knocking, we clearly heard a voice. Quiet, whispering, but very angry. Give back, flowers, mine, or something like that. Everyone quickly understood what was happening, and after questioning, Grandma scolded my sister severely. But she didn't dare open the door to throw the flowers out. We managed to endure until morning, and as soon as it dawned, everything stopped. I remember us walking along the road, scattering the flowers back where they had been collected, asking the deceased for forgiveness. The following night, we were afraid to fall asleep, but nothing happened. It seemed we were forgiven. From then on, we firmly learned that whatever is given to the dead should not be touched, even if it isn't from the cemetery.